Eagles fans, welcome to Coast, rounding out the end of the week. Very important match day to come, massive milestone celebrations, and I've got the man in here to talk about it all. Mate, awesome milestone. It's 200 games that the Wedgetail Eagle was flying around the stadium.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Highlight being when it took some corporate suites last year.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. So I'm happy to celebrate his 200th this week.
It's her. Everyone falls for that.
Damn.
So don't you feel bad about that?
Okay.
But are you one of those Luke Shuey petrified a bird situations? Were you passing out pretty hard?
No, I didn't think I was. And we did a photo shoot with her last year, and I was bricking it. Like, she's a very imposing figure.
Hang on, these shots at the beach where she's
they're at the beach. Yeah. They're shocking. I don't think they've ever used any of the imagery for it.
It's coming.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's really bad. How are you, mate?
I'm good. I want to give you some facts about the Eagle. So how long do you reckon Aussie's going to live up to, years-wise?
So is it a Wedgetail Eagle?
Yeah.
I don't know, 40 years.
It's a good guess, 50.
For 50 years, that's pretty good going.
She's in her prime at the moment.
How old is she?
Absolutely.
20?
I want to say like 18.
Okay.
She was rescued. She was dumped, I reckon, at the Perth Zoo.
Okay.
And they've rescued her.
And made her a showgirl.
Yeah, basically.
Good on her.
Turned into quite a performer. Like Yvonne Sitko, the handler, was telling me a lot about it. It's her bird.
Yes, I've met Yvonne, yes.
Yeah, but like if anyone else tries to touch Aussie and put it on the wrist,
no interest.
Death.
Yeah.
You're in all sorts.
Love it.
But can spot prey 2 kilometres away.
Pretty cool.
I don't know how you find that handy.
I don't think that's true, but...
You reckon?
Well, how are they going to prove it?
True. There's none of this, like, how many fingers am I holding
and
up?
And then, it goes like, he knew it was prey from 2 kilometres away. Maybe it got closer because it was interested in it, and then it knew it was prey.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, that's all I've got to say on the matter.
She was talking about the time it went proper rogue, which was when you were still probably in high school getting kicked, when she went on the roof of SciTech. Every single time I drive past SciTech, I think of Aussie chilling on the roof.
Did they have a clinic or something?
I think maybe a test flight around Subi.
And just bailed it.
Just checked it.
Good on it.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it was like Storm Chasers in the fact that they had the GPS or whatever it was, tracker on her. So they're following her around town.
Oh, wow.
But the news crews were as well. Not by the GPS, but just by sight. So it was like a race to see who could kind of
find her at first.
Yeah.
Cool.
But of course, I'm
else are we talking about?
I'm taking the absolute mickey, man. I loved that intro from yours truly, but of course, it is a bigger milestone this week, and it's your 100 games for the footy club, which is awesome, man. To think back of first drafted and a long-time supporter of the club is awesome to get name on locker and to really be etched in this footy club for a very long time. Do you remember the debut back against Giants in 2018?
Yeah, I do. I remember, I don't think JK, Gov, or maybe Mark LeCras and Jack Darling were all missing. I was playing down back, and then our good mate Will Schofield, it was me and Scully down back.
Just the two of you,
Just the two of us. Yeah. I played on Rory Lobb and Harry Himmelberg.
You've given up a bit.
From memory. I actually went pretty well.
Did you?
Got dropped the next week because they all came back. But I loved it. It was at Optus. It was like a Saturday arvo from memory. It was a great occasion, experience, and still a memory I hold very, very fondly.
It's going to be sick running out at Optus, sort of knowing that there's a little bit more to it, being the milestone, of course. But what would it really mean, not only to you for the occasion to run out with the team on a milestone, but what a victory would be for the first of the year in 2025 and sort of bringing those two together, what that would mean for you and the footy club?
Yeah, like I think obviously milestone's cool, and I'm sure we'll play it up a little bit here, but more importantly, it would be awesome to have a win, particularly for the boys. And I think we've made some really positive steps and strides already this year to get a bit of reward for the hard work that everyone's putting in on game day. At times, we're probably not seeing all of it, but everyone's working their backsides off here. So that would be primarily the reason I'd want to win. I was really fortunate. I think my 50th game, JK kicked that massive snap against Richmond from about 50 metres out to win it near on the siren. So that was pretty cool.
So you got track record of form in milestones?
In big games. I haven't lost one yet, so hopefully we'll continue the trend this weekend.
I know that the track and Gorney are definitely tuning in and finding out all the info they can. So shout out to the Demons boys for getting the intel. But back last week, maybe back this week.
Yep.
How have you found it? Transitioning back, we talked about playing the debut there. You were playing for the Royals once upon a time.
Yes, I was. I'm enjoying the challenge, and that's what it is. It's a good challenge. It's something, when I was drafted, I played forward and back, but primarily forward. And then my first year, I started as a backman. We had so many good forwards that I think they thought I might have an opportunity to help out down back. And probably similarly now, our back line, we're probably a little short on soldiers at the moment. So to be able to help out Gov and the backs in that sense is awesome. And some of our young forwards are going really well. And Arch and Jack Williams are really growing. And I think it's really important that they continue to play and build on their development as well. So two-pronged attack. And I also think I can do the role. I think I can help the team out as well. So.
Yeah. Would you rather play in the defence or would you rather go back up ruck again like it was a few years ago?
I'd definitely rather play in the defence. I play back line every day of the week. I'm never getting in the centre circle again.
I'm just checking whether you'd have swung completely the other way.
Yeah.
You've had a difficult month or so in terms of the large amount of publicity and scrutiny externally.
What have I missed?
Yeah. Well, the fact that you've had to say that you've deleted your social media apps, that phone's going to fall off, catch it, there you go.
There's not a lot going on.
You were a social media dude and you love staying in touch with the world, and the fact you've had to remove yourself from it saddens me. But the biggest thing that concerns me, and hopefully the West Coast faithful, is just how you're doing as a person and how you're getting through things.
Yeah, it's a good question, and it's been a challenge. Like, I came out this morning, I'm not sure where this will come out, and I'm pretty open about it. I took a couple of weeks off because of some mental troubles that I was going through in the situation, had a massive load on, and I didn't think I was in the position mentally to perform at my best and to hold up my end of the bargain for the team. So clearly it's been weighing on me really heavily. I've got a great family, a beautiful fiance who have my back, and I've got a great support network around me. So it's been the biggest challenge I've had to work through probably in my life, which is, I can say that as a great thing because it's a great issue to have in terms of some of the other things you could be dealing with in your life. But yeah, I found it really difficult with the speculation and a lot of the negative publicity around it. As I said, we're rehashing old topics, but I understand people are disappointed or annoyed or frustrated, whatever that might be. But yeah, it's been really tough for me, for my family, partner, and my friends as well. Like, they're just on the outside. I'm not crying. I've got something stuck in my throat. They know how much I care about the footy club and care about playing well and helping this club get better and back to where we should be. Mm-hmm. And clearly I haven't been able to do that. So yeah, it's been tough, but I'm feeling a lot better and really excited by the opportunity. Like, I love playing footy and I don't ever want to lose that. And that was something that was my main focus. How do I get back to loving footy? And the club's been a great support in that as well.
Well, I'm hoping that some of those sentiments from fans strictly comes down to their love of the club, because if anyone knows your character, mate, you're one of the best, and your love for this club will never waver at any stage deep down. So I'm sure it'll all work itself out in due course. It'll lighten the mood.
Yeah.
I brought a little video in.
Okay.
So it's
some of my worst celebrations, or what?
Well, you're kind of there. Like, Marnie made this, and she titled it "I don't think you're ready for this, Sally."
God,
you like that?
It's not bad.
So I want you to talk me through some of these ones, where you think they might rank, what you think you might be going through. So this one here is the whip.
I can't believe I kicked a goal.
Look how young you look there, man.
Oh yeah, these are my first goals.
So clearly you just hadn't quite worked it out just yet. This is the trust fall now, so just making sure you had a few teammates behind you. And
yeah, I do love this one. This is one of my personal favourites, the backtrack.
As long as you know someone's there, or it could go absolutely horrifically. So the trust fall there, and this is the credit to the boys.
Yeah,
so,
I love the head down point at someone.
Yeah.
I love
the kiss in
Liam.
Liam's hair. That's an all-timer. This is the Leighton Hewitts. This is the come-ons.
I do this. This is probably my most common, I think. I do this a lot now still.
Is this the go-to? Oh, the underarm come-on.
That's good.
That's a rarity. Let's go. That's when the stakes are really high. And this is your let's go. So a staple mark.
Oh, that's a stinker.
Well, you don't like the double cobra?
Nah, that's a good one there.
Yeah.
Underarm, come on into let's go. There's a double. How's that hair,
mate,
man?
You look like you're about 12 years of age in that one there.
Yeah, I actually wasn't sure if that went in.
So as you can see, just an amazing compilation and great variety. You look like a stunned mullet in that one.
I know. Yeah, I do a lot of clapping.
This is the turbo clap. So
I clap myself. That's bad.
This is Megan
I do like the tongue
Stallion.
Out.
So
I reckon they're funny.
Purposeful or just
back
in the
to
moment?
work. Hey, job's not done, and we won that game.
Yeah, these are all like no time to celebrate, boys. All right.
Yeah,
I couldn't care less about it.
Yeah, that's my favourite, the Wiggles one.
The Wiggles. 4-year-old Geordie Bandy. I think that was the ground pound. That one.
That's a whap I was doing there. Oh, I dropped that and kicked it accidentally with the wrong foot.
Mate, you've had some of the best.
I've had some of the best or worst.
Because you talk about JK talking you through once upon a time of, mate, we've got to sort these out. So clearly you can see the evolution.
There's been a few over the days.
Yeah.
What do you think of them?
Love them. And you can always tell that they're fitting to the moment. You don't want to give something when you're 50 points down.
No.
And the ground pound was in a final, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was to go ahead in the final against Collingwood.
Yeah. So you've obviously got the situational awareness to bring out the right
The bigger
Sally.
the occasion and like the more important time of the goal, you give it more. I
feel that's natural, mate. So what about, before we go, I've only got a couple more things for you here, Oz, because this has been a monster day, and we're celebrating Bo Allen, which will be released. Yep. Why don't you give me a line on Bo and when you're not dying, give me a line on Bo of what you're excited about him in the future and to line up for his first game Saturday night against the D's.
I mean, firstly, I'll say I'm not crying. I got a knock on the throat on the weekend.
I know those celebrations were quite emotional.
Got to me. Now, I'm not emotional. I just want to preface this. I've copped a knock to my throat on the weekend, so the constant coughing is because I think my esophagus is collapsing upon itself all week.
Deary me.
Dom Sheed style. Yeah.
Are you going to be all right?
I'll be fine, yeah.
Okay, well, I got a few things to run by you. Because, mate, I've missed you, and there's so many hot topics. All right.
Can we talk about Bo Allen first?
That's where we were going. Yeah, go. Bo Allen.
His debut. Cannot wait to play with him. He's so competitive, a great athlete, and someone who just wants to do the right thing by the boys. If that's what you're known as a footballer, you're going to be a great player and a great man. So very much looking forward to playing with him this weekend.
Do you think his shape will resemble that of the Bont in 5, 6, 7 years' time of like how that, not how good he'll be, but the frame and the athleticism of it all? Do you think it'll get in those areas? Or have I picked someone too in the stars?
Yeah, I think even like a Yowie.
Yep.
Super powerful, explosive, dynamic. Yeah, Yowie mould for me.
Fan MVP is back for 2025. Will anyone dethrone the big loosh, Jake Waterman, after he took out the crown last year? Pick your best on ground from the weekend's game by visiting win.wce.com.au, with one voter being picked out as the lucky winner and $100 voucher coming their way. Plus, there's the grand prize winner who's going to collect 2 tickets to the John Worsfold Medal and a chance to present this year's Fan MVP Award on the night. Awesome. So get voting. The possibility of State of Origin returning.
So cool.
So essentially, Dill has flagged this, that it's likely on the cards. How absolutely pumped that the groundswell of support seems to have been listened to by the AFL. There's so many players, great players that have come before you that have, basically taught you everything you know and guided you, that they didn't even get the opportunity.
Yeah.
But you might be on the cusp to put on a WA jumper. What would it mean to you to play centre-half back for WA?
Centre-half back pocket in the twos. Mate, it'd be unbelievable. I'm not sure if I'm going to get in trouble for saying this.
Right.
But there was a survey sent out to all AFL captains privately. So
how privately?
I'm not sure.
Not very now.
What would you rather? International rules or State of Origin?
I'd have to think State of the Origin every day of the week.
I voted international rules. I know.
What was your justification? I won't hose you until you give me a good rationale for it.
Lorna, my fiance's Irish. I went to Ireland this off-season with my beautiful fiance who's Irish.
Would you leave your wallet there? You want to go back or something?
Yeah. I want to go back there again. And I want to go there, have her family there, and watch me belt the Irish in a game of international rules.
Selfish.
It wasn't even about what's great for the game, growing the game. If some people would say the argument would be great to grow it internationally, I don't care about internationally. I want to go there and show off in front of Lorna's family, and then be like, "Wow, Lorna's husband is the man." So,
how many family people are there from Lorna's family?
No, they all live there. Everyone.
Okay.
It's bold of me assuming I get a game for the Australian team.
Yeah.
But I'm playing to the rationale I'm marrying into an Irish family. I wonder how well that will go. I might even play for the Irish side.
I was about to say, why don't you put your hand up for them?
I probably wouldn't make their side either.
Teach them some skills in the week leading up.
But yeah, State of Origin would also be unbelievable.
Yeah.
So.
Can I ask how you think it would go?
Yeah, you have to play pre-season games.
Yeah, I wasn't. That's time of play is obviously very important, but I was thinking more like if you've got WA, SA, Vic, and the Allies, would you do it so that you'd have a top tier game every year, so you could basically boast and say, "We are the champions,"
and you get to play Victoria?
Well, if Vic are always it, and then let's say they beat WA in the game, the final. And then the lower game is SA and the Allies. Whoever wins SA Allies gets to then take on the winner every time. So you're constantly challenging the first place. And then 3 and 4 constantly play each other.
Yeah, so you reckon there's 4... You do 4 teams, so WA, Vic, SA and Allies.
Yeah.
I reckon it's over like a 2-year time span. So...
You mean every 2 years they'll do it?
No, I mean you do it every year, right?
Right.
But say WA plays Victoria 2026, SA plays the Allies. The 2 winners, we play each other the next year.
Okay.
2 losers play a 3-4, resets the year after.
I have a feeling they won't just rack off the Indigenous All-Stars, though, because that was almost the catalyst
Well,
to
I think
prove that it
I
could
think
work.
they're also, whichever one they do, will probably be Indigenous All-Stars on the alternate year.
Yeah, okay.
Got to qualify. How many guys are from your state have played AFL this year?
Yeah, okay. So, interesting. Anyway, the fact that it's a possibility to get up,
Very exciting.
it's thrilling. Thoughts on the 14-year-old Indian cricketer?
So, no social media. However, I'm that bored. I was flicking through news.com and I saw this.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be bothered buying the link to see the... Could you give me some more background on it?
A news.com making you pay for articles now?
Mate, so you go to news.com. If you want to see the full article, you got to pay for it.
Wow.
Anyway, pretty good.
Second quickest 100 in IPL history, Chris Gale, which I'm sure we're all heard of, did it in
Fair
30
player.
Did it in 30
Don't
balls.
blush, baby.
This is against men who have all played international cricket.
Yeah, they're like the best of the very best.
Yeah, they're all maybe past their absolute prime, or the main
IPL's
ones.
still an unbelievable league.
Yeah, 100%. 19 years of age was the previous record held.
Who was it?
I couldn't tell you, but there was controversy saying that we're not sure if this
Yeah,
bloke.
he's 20. I've also heard this.
Okay. I don't know if it's on the rumour mill because there's a YouTube video 2 years ago of him claiming he's 14, 15.
Oh, but
And
really?
he's just stalled in neutral of the age, apparently. But he was still playing under 16s at 8 or whatever it was. My son can't put his jocks on the right way every time, and you reckon he's going to play against 16-year-olds in cricket at the moment? Wouldn't have thought.
I mean, clearly he's a prodigy, but was he like at 10 years old, this kid will be, and always playing year groups up? It sounds like it.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
So
has he played any other IPL games, or what's his run of form?
Haven't done that. It seems like I haven't paid for the article either.
Yeah, cool.
All I'm worried about is when he comes down under and has to face
Players
us.
in the Big Bash?
Or just in, whether he can play one day or Test cricket.
Surely he's in the Indian, youth development squads and that. He's playing IPL. He's a professional cricketer.
I only shudder at the sponsors lining up to want to sign someone like this in the Indian.
How good's that?
Market.
Good on him. He must be a celebrity already.
All right, fan questions.
Yep.
Just the one for this week.
Oh,
it's
that's
from
good.
It's from Thumpalicious.
Yeah.
Absolute.
One of my best fans.
Absolute
Always on my
rooster.
side.
He just got too many footy knocks over the years that it's knocked him down a few ranking
It's the
points.
only reason he didn't make it.
I know. In the looks department, though, but he is a bit of a roo. So, despite the Million Meals Challenge that Food Bank are leading and running with this match day,
Okay.
of trying to raise 1 million meals to feed the less fortunate in WA, in collaboration with the Footy Club, of course, why should Eagles fans turn out this Saturday night at Optus Stadium?
Mate, you've got to be there to celebrate Saturday night footy, a win against the Demons under the lights, a great celebration. Really proud to get to 100 games, so I'd love to see fans there and to show you guys a little bit of appreciation for what you guys have showed me my whole career, and you've always been a great support.
Love it. I was looking forward to it. I look forward to celebrating in the centre with a truckload of players that haven't tasted the sweet spray of Gatorade all over
Can't
their
wait
face.
to blind some eyes throwing Gatorade out left, right and centre.
Let's do it, mate. Thanks for joining us. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.